Alright, we're here. And we are full on power, Crazy. I moved our thermal generator, so we have exactly now we have exactly 2.01. We had exactly 2. I have exactly 2 EU a tick coming out of that passively for now until we get lava up here to go in it. And so number 1 on the list today is we need some generators.
What kind of generators?
Well, I'd prefer the slag generators. We have the stuff to do it now. Yeah, because you need a recycler, and we got the glowstone now, so you should be able to do that. Hi, Jerry. How's it going? So make me like 4 of them. You can use the one regular one down there for one of them.
Yeah. Did you
Okay.
say 4?
Yeah. And I also think since we've done the testing of the coke ovens, that it might be a good time to switch over to the wood gas stuff. But first off, I want to check out what we were doing yesterday, which was the centrifuge. I've already looked at it, and the numbers are definitely better than what they were. They're actually way better than what they were, to be exact. I looked it up on GT2 and GT4 last night and gave him the numbers. So carrots in an industrial centrifuge now take 36 EU. I didn't know he was changing that one. But that's perfectly fine because the methane now burns for 16 EU a tick for 3,000 ticks, which is 48. So you get about 12,000 EU out of this process. So it's not going to be fast because the centrifuge is pretty slow at doing it, but we will get a gain from it, unlike before where we were actually getting a loss. Do I remember you? Probably not. You're asking a guy that would forget Crazy if she left for 2 days. I've been playing with her for 4 years. No, I couldn't forget you. You're too much of a pain in the ass to forget. So we've got, I need a list. Hey, Chairman.
Hi.
Okay. So I know there's a few things that were added this time. I'm trying to get a change log right now, so I know exactly what I need to look at. But hopefully E is watching so he can see. I've already found a couple issues because one of these is supposed to be a fluid. I do believe it's this one that should be a fluid because it has buckets in it. But for some reason, it's still called item. It needs to fix that, and I think the endpoint not having a recipe trend's messed up. Hi, Bob! Let's see, item pipeline endpoint can be platinum or tungsten? That's a huge difference. Wait a minute, that's where he fucked it up. Oh, damn it, Trends. He wrote the recipe for the wrong pipeline. This is supposed to be the fluid one that has the tungsten and the buckets. This is supposed to be the item one. Okay. So I guess he's figured that out. We got mining pipes now made out of tungsten. I wonder if he's going to change that to plates. Remember me, then do you remember my Facebook? Dude, I done told you I don't remember you. But usually the mining pipes have plates, I think, for the regular ones. Oh no, they are ingots here. Okay. But there's also an extruder recipe for them, so I wonder if he's going to make an extruder recipe for them. Save us on the steel, or if he intends it to stay that way. We have a
How
bedrock
many
miner.
slacks did you want?
4.
4? Okay, that's what I thought.
We have a bedrock miner, but we actually have to find a bedrock vein to mine with it. I can't believe how cheap it is. Other than needing tungsten, it's not bad. It's not a multi-block, it's just a single block. But like in GT6 where there's the orchids, we got to find those. So there's not going to be any around this area because we've already spawned this area. It's not retrogen, I'm sure. So we may have to do some bedrock mining or go out exploring to find them. But since it's going to take tungsten to do it, it'll be a little while before we can do it because we got to upgrade that bad boy. I have no idea, Trins. All right, so I need a change log for you and E so I know what the hell else I'm supposed to be looking at. I don't remember everything.
Did you say there's one generator down there I could use?
Oh, you're the guy that was using my. Okay, now I remember who you are. Yes, there's a generator down there. You want me to bring it up to you?
Yes.
Too bad.
Too bad I can't make your things then.
Here. It's already grabbing it when I said it. So me. Alright, so nothing. And it's getting used up pretty damn quick. Might have to put in a second centrifuge, but the second centrifuge would require us to do a field expansion, which I think we need to do anyways for the wood one. Have very little carrots out here. So I'm going to let that go and see how it runs. Alright, so she's going to get me... Oh, I need to make sure this thing is doing the... Need to check out... He was supposed to... Fixed... Where this would work. Let's get this out of here. Give me... this. Test this next. Alright, there's no fluid in there, so let's pop it out. Still absolutely hate the fact that I can't turn these. But I think if I had an actual GT one, I could. Wrench. Crazy needs to make me a steel wrench. Oh, holy shit.
That would require us to have steel.
Turn on the blast furnace.
I have them turned on, thank you.
Okay, it works now. Good. So, now, do we have another translocator up there? Item one?
I've given them all to you.
Fluid translocator. Shit. Alright. I guess I'll have to use the, because I need to get this glass tube out of here. And I was using this. Can I use a hopper on this? I don't know if a hopper will work. Aha, a hopper will work. Now I need to... come in this direction? No. There we go. That way. Into there. Shit. Well, now I done fucked up. I guess I need to pull this out of here anyways. Gets my generators back. Get. Oops. Forgot there's a hole there. Okay, I'll be right back. Around the horn we go. You don't. What are you doing, woman?
I'm making a generator. Why?
Making weird
Well, I'm
bitchy
waiting for.
noises.
I was whispering to the kid
Hmm.
who doesn't come to talk to me except for when apparently she doesn't need to be coming.
Hmm. Kids for you.
Or she doesn't want to. She wants me to play Minecraft with her, but it's always when I'm already doing something.
Hmm. Okay, that off of there. Onto there. Put like that. That should keep
Fuel's
that
not cooking fast enough.
full of those. We have an EBF, you know.
I know.
So kick it on.
I have it in the other ones. I'm just using it faster.
Hmm. Alright, fix that. Fix a 4. I need another piece of. Yeah, that stuff. Marble. There, that'll work. For now. Alright, so we need a we need a reactor bad. We need some power.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very badly do we need some power. Unless we want to set up a whole bunch of other machines, it's going to be a pain in the ass to do it. Reactor will be easier. Unless we can make a wave generator yet. We need to make a wave generator. No, you can make us a
Why do you
wave
got
generator now.
carrots up here in the centrifuge up here?
Because I was using this one for that.
Isn't there in the hopper now?
Throw them back outside. I was using that one, then I decided I probably shouldn't use that one because you're going to need it for random things up here. Alright, so you want to make us a wave generator when you get done with what you're doing? I'll put it on the list. Motherfucker. We'll make 2 wave gens. 7. No, 6.
Might as well put the
Chambers.
stuff for the reactor with it on there while you're
And
got it.
1 reactor. Good start for you. Need to look at Now I'm going to process my uranium. Or industrial grinder. We can use mercury. Get extra plutonium. It doesn't even make sense. Sodium persulfite to get extra uranium. That doesn't even make sense. That's not how chemistry works. Hey, Crunchy. Welcome. Mercury is for leaching out gold and silver, not for leaching plutonium. What the fuck? It might work to get in a little bit of extra lead, but not plutonium. Sodium sulfite is for copper and nickel, I think. Just macerate it. Wash it and get 2 tiny pieces of lead. So I most definitely do not want to do that. And we need to work on getting that thermal centrifuge done too. Add that to the list. I'm putting a star beside the thermal. I will need to help you with that, so let me know when you get to it. I gotta get you something for it. I don't believe so. You would have to go check the internet. I can help you with it, but I don't believe there's a way that when you crush it, because technically the plutonium, if I remember correctly, shouldn't come directly out of the processing the ore. The plutonium would come from centrifuging the ore. It should be like the last step, like the thermal centrifuge or using the regular centrifuge. Because if I remember correctly from what I read, all of the plutonium that is in the Earth's crust has already decayed down to uranium 235. Because uranium 235 and plutonium are really close. And I do believe when it hits the end of its life cycle, it turns into 235. I do believe that's what, because I looked it up one time and it said that there's no plutonium. Plutonium is not a native element. It was something that had to be made because all plutonium that was in the Earth's crust would have already decayed down to uranium 235 or something like that. And because plutonium is such a powerful fuel, I wouldn't give it in the first step like that. I would make it much more rare. I wouldn't do it like GT5 did, where you have to do the depleted cells, so people are just running regular ones. But I like the way Greg did it personally in GT6, where you have to take, which you don't have it, but you could somewhat do it. In GT6, you took the crushed, you washed it, and then you took the wash stuff that you would put in the thermal centrifuge. It was in a regular centrifuge because he doesn't have a thermal centrifuge. And it would give you a purified thing, and then you would centrifuge the purified and have a chance of getting a little bit of plutonium from it, to where you have all kinds of uranium and a pretty decent amount of 235, but you have very, very little plutonium, because plutonium is very powerful. But with the way you do yours, copying it from IC2 experimental, and because your reactors are very different, I don't think it needs to be quite that rare. But I would definitely put the 235 that you have here in the thermal centrifuge, I would put that in here. I would have the first step give you the 235, and then the thermal centrifuge give you the plutonium. Because as it sits right now, we don't have a thermal centrifuge. So we're going to be able to get plutonium before we can even get 235. So we're going to be able to make MOX fuel before we can even make the regular uranium fuel. And it should be the other way around. You should make the regular uranium fuel before you can make the MOX fuel. Or at least that's my feeling, because the MOX fuel is way more powerful. If you did your MOX fuel the way IC2 Experimental did theirs, because you can heat up a reactor way hotter. Base the water recipe off of GT4. Wait, what? Hold on. I do not remember getting... Hold on, I'm loading up GT4. I do not remember getting plutonium off of uranium. Or I will check. I don't think so. Take a minute for it to load here. There we go. It's starting to load. Why don't you take the slag out of here? Get your slag out of the way. And that thing's being slow loading today. We need to figure out how we're gonna make a... We have fluid carts, right? I think we're gonna have to do the fluid unloaders and loader thing. Unless you want to make an ass ton of pipes. But I don't see the cart. Cart, furnace cart, regular cart, spawner cart, barrel.
We have a tank cart.
Where the fuck is it? I'm looking.
It's
Metal
on the
chest.
second page for me.
Second page, I got one page. Oh, there it is. Tank cart.
Iron tank gauge for it.
Oh god, we gotta change that recipe. Fucking gauge recipe. We can't even make the iron gauges. It only shows the colored ones. What are your opinions on GT New Horizons? I hate New Horizons. Won't play it. Won't touch it. based on magic bullshit. It's got magic bullshit in it, and Bear doesn't fuck with magic bullshit. Alright, GT4's up. Let me look at this. Single player world. And switch over to top so you guys can see what the hell I'm doing. Alright. Uranium. Alright, uranium ore. Concentrate, compress, pulverize, induction. Oh fuck, he does get plutonium there. Holy shit. I completely did not remember that. Why in the fuck did Greg give plutonium there?
See, even Bear's wrong.
Holy fuck, that is backwards as fuck. Damn, that is backwards as fuck. Okay. I don't understand it, but you're right. I admit when I'm wrong. And I'm most definitely wrong on that one. Shut up, woman. I don't even want to hear it. You won't admit ever that you're wrong. Because I've proved you wrong many a fucking times. And you're like, okay, change subject. You won't ever admit you're wrong. I will always admit if I was wrong. I welcome people to prove me wrong. I should probably still change it. That is completely up to you. But I agree. But again, I tell you this every time that I suggest something. So you're going to get it again. You have two options here. One, you stick with what it was in GT4 to not confuse people. Or two, you go with what makes sense to you. For your balance and your way of doing things. Because I know and what drives me so nuts about Greg doing that in GT4 is an IC2 experimental. I know damn well that the better stuff came from the thermal centrifuging, because if I remember correctly, when you wash uranium, you only got lead, and you only got the 235 from thermal centrifuging it, because there is no plutonium in experimental, except for I think you could eventually get it, or yeah, there was, you didn't get it in the processing at all. They're the ones that did the whole breeding reactor thing that Spiger doesn't like, because it apparently in his way of thinking and min-max people's way of thinking, you would just waste uranium to get the plutonium so you could have the better fuel. But I seriously can't believe Greg did that in this one. And then he turned around and made it more realistic and balanced in GT6, and I do believe in GT5 too. I can't load up GT5, that'd take forever. But I do believe it's way harder to get it in there too. I know I can't just give 235 without making IC2 Classic Extras a hard dependency, which I don't. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, because that's part of a whole different mod. Yeah, that is true. What you could do, though, this is something that was in the older, which I think is still in here if I'm correct. You just have a way different way of doing it. which is this right here, where you put 22 uranium dust in the centrifuge, you get 16 uranium out, along with 1 plutonium, a tungsten, and 4 thorium. So what you could do is, instead of having this require the uranium dust that comes from the because it comes from the actual fuel, right? Or did you change that? Find uranium ingot. Oh, you finally changed that. Thank God. I hated that back when we were testing it.
I'll
Oh,
be
wait
right
a
back.
minute. No, I don't think you did, because let me look. Because the way you have it in here is really, really annoying. Why did I do that? Because as it is right now, you have to take uranium ore, and you can do this to get the regular dust, but if you're doing it with GT stuff, you're going to get this. And then that you can macerate into regular, compress it into the fuel, or you can thermal centrifuge it to get your uranium 235, which you need because you can't make uranium fuel without it. So I guess 7 of those, which is 6 of these, and then you can take that and compress that, and then you can turn it into the uranium dust, which then you can centrifuge. It is a really weird thing that you have here with because of extras. Because in my mind, it should be that you do the ore, this purified ore, you should centrifuge that instead of the dust. I know that the dust is something that E added because that's from GT, but I think it makes more sense. Well, the thing is, though, that if you did, because the way you have the fuel, we look at where is the fuel? There is no, there it is. The uranium fuel. You have to have the uranium 238. So if I do the macerating recipe to get it, I'm okay. That is going to put out 238. Okay. I wouldn't get any 235 though. I would only have plutonium. And plutonium we just make into plutonium rods. We don't even make them into mock cells. I don't know. I just found it very weird the way the let me think. I'm trying to math this here in my head. So if I did it this way, it would take me 22 ores. It'd take me 11 ores. It would take me 11 ores to do this recipe, and I would end up with 16 uranium 238, no 235, and a full plutonium. Now, if I did it the other way, and I did 11 of the ores, that would give me 22 of these. I would end up with 22 times 7 uranium 238. 22 times 7 would be like 140 ish. And then 22 times 3 would be 66 of the 235. So I basically, since this is enough to make one of these plus an extra 238, that would give me 22 of these plus some extra 238. Oh yeah, there's the mox fuel, so you can make it. Okay. So then I take that and I compress it if I don't lock up my damn game, which I actually did. It's 22 extra 238 because you get one extra from Purified. Yeah. So I would end up with. Why is my game fucking froze?
You left the game over here.
Yeah, I got some kind of fucking crash in my multi-MC just crashed. Alright, hold on. Be right back. Reload. There, turn this music off. I don't need that shit. So I could make 22 of the fuel, plus I'd have 22 extra of the 238. So I could macerate down the 22 fuel after I compressed it to make the uranium ore, the uranium dust, centrifuge that. So I would end up with the same thing from doing it the other way, but with extra uranium. I wouldn't have any extra 238, or I wouldn't have any extra 235. I would only have a bunch of extra uranium. And the regular uranium 238 is pretty much useless. Well, no, I would actually be able to use that with the. No, because I'd get the plutonium. I wouldn't have the 235. Just trying to figure out what in the. So I'd be better off to just doing it without the making the fuel thing first, but then I'd be using all mock cells and no regular uranium fuel cells. Because I'd only have plutonium, I'd have no 235, which is why I seriously would prefer it, even though I know what you said you can't do it because it'd make it a hard dependency. And I understand that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're pretty much just going to have two choices. You either go with the IC2 classic extras and do the regular fuel. But see, then that means that you can't make a regular uranium fuel cell at all if you go the GregTech way. It's either plutonium or thorium. Just really weird having so many mods put together for something that I'm used to being all one. Wait a minute. Trends, can't you add 235 to GregTech as a material like Greg does for GT5 and GT6, where he has all these materials that are from other mods and unify it over to that? Or is that really difficult to code? Again, I don't know coding. I just know how Greg does shit. Well, I don't know how he does it. I just know that he does it. Because that would give you a way that it wouldn't have to be a hard dependency, and you could put it in there. All right, back in the game now. Because that might be an idea. Because as it is now, you really can't make the uranium fuel unless you go out of GregTech to do it. And there should be a GregTech way of making a regular fuel rod. Because right now, you cannot make this without. And for folks like me, which it's probably only me that this much of a pain in the ass, that likes to do everything GregTechy, you can't do it without that fuel cell. Or without the 238. Hey, what are you doing pulling XP?
You're talking about.
You went ding. You must have pulled something out of the furnace and gave you XP.
Yep.
Another thought I had is, what if instead of plutonium I gave thorium for uranium in the industrial grinder? That wouldn't be bad either, because thorium is a good starter fuel. I actually like
one of these done.
Okay. I actually like doing the thorium for my first reactor because it's really nice and slow amounts of power. I would still suggest you figure out some idea of a way of getting some 235 into here, but that would be a good way of dealing with this and making plutonium a little bit more difficult.
Where is all that tin you got from the bronze?
I do believe I cooked it, and it should be in my table.
Okay.
Now the slag generator is going. Need to deal with Howard. That should output its power over there. Although I'd much rather having it back here on the back. I'm going to move these damn generators when she gets me the other ones. I got to get a way of getting all of the slag out of there. And I don't like this pipe being right here in my face either. And I got to make a barrel. Put the slag in. How do you have coal in this barrel? that right there and go get me a hopper.
Here's another one.
Get any, I'm gonna need a hopper for each one of these.
I don't know what to tell you about that.
Oh, just make me 4 hoppers, woman.
I'm
It's not
busy.
like you ain't got the iron. I don't want to hear you're busy. You're standing around waiting on steel.
I ain't got the iron.
You do too have the iron. I
I'm
know
using it
better.
all for
No,
steel.
you're not. I'll make more. I don't even want to hear that jazz. We've got plenty of iron. I'll make more.
How many hoppers?
4. 1 per. Duh.
4 times 5.
20.
Hey, I was about to use that.
Use the other macerator. You're only doing 20 pieces. I'm doing an entire stack. No moo, XAR. Bad XAR. No moo.
Cows get killed around here.
What I come over here looking for? Iron. That's what I came over here looking for. Iron. See, my shit's done already. Alright, you're getting about 3 more piles of iron coming out soon. Alright, so
You better not took over cooking my steel.
No, your steel wasn't cooking, so you didn't have anything in there to cook it with, so I'm making the iron. You bitch, you didn't have iron, so I'm making iron.
Wow, I need the steel more than I need the iron.
Put it in the EBF, for fuck's sakes.
I'm waiting on power to go back up. I already drained it half down
Put
there.
that shit in there. You didn't drain it half. The MFSU's barely down a quarter. You're crazy.
Still going down.
It should be going down because we ain't got enough power for it. But it ain't empty, so who gives a shit? When it's empty, I'll give a shit.
Fine. When it's empty, guess what?
Yes, when it's empty, we're done. So drain the motherfucker and quit your bitching.
Is that what it takes to be done?
The whole point of us making more power.
We're done for the day. We're out of power. Gotta let it
We are
build
not
back
out of power. All right, take that off of there. Let that finish what it's doing. Here. This out of here. That. Here. Gonna have uppers coming to put underneath them. 2, 3, 4. 4. And for right now, I'm gonna put. Has to go in the top of this. So up here, over here, we'll put that there. That's where the scrap will go. And I'm gonna need some more wires. Shit, that wire does not go down there, thanks. You're about ready for another build. Is it something important I need right now? If it is, I will update real quick.
Who?
Friends.
Nope, 1 build a day. Sorry, that's your limit. Think I could get away with that?
Okay, if it's not something I need, then I'll wait for tomorrow. Is that thing not turning? I swore we could turn these with a crescent hammer. Huh. That sucks ass.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So actually I'm going to put that, I'm going to move that actually. Put it here. Mhm. Oh, I need to move it first. Here, give me my rock cutter and give me these. Oh no, I don't need that for tonight. Don't want to go there. Kind of sucks it's going to be in front of that thermal, but I don't think it can go in there. Damn it. Hold on. Be right back.
Oh,
I'm back. What is your problem up there, woman?
nothing. Nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say anything.
You did too. When I was coming back, you said something about aluminum.
I'm talking to myself, Bear.
Well, you know when I'm not here, you're not talking to yourself. You're talking to the stream.
Yeah, well.
And whenever you're talking out loud, you're not talking to yourself. You're talking to whoever can hear you.
No, I'm talking to myself.
No, you're talking to
Go
whoever the
away.
fuck can hear you.
To myself. Go away.
Mm-hmm. Believe that bullshit, all you. Oh yeah, I forgot. This fucking chisels. Dang it. This chisel thing is broke. Friends, you need to figure out how to fix this fucking chisel thing. The fact that we can't make polished fucking chisel or polished marble is getting really annoying.
I need aluminum. Go.
Aluminum isn't that easy to just go and get. What do you need it for?
Your fucking wave gens.
Make me some cables. You got the rest of my generators made?
Yeah, they're in your inventory.
They're in my inventory. And my hoppers. Okay. Let me get this figured out and I'll work on getting aluminum. Gotta get some bauxite. I need some copper cables.
There's some
Well,
on the table.
yeah, so could you throw some the fuck down here? Could you be helpful for 5 fucking seconds?
They're waiting at the bottom of the ladder. Fucker.
Holy shit. They're in the fucking table. Well, I'm in the fucking basement. Throw them at me, woman. Shit.
I was already throwing them at you when you said it.
I thought you gave me. Oh, you did give me 4. I'm an idiot. One of them's still over there. Never mind. Never mind. Never fucking mind.
Don't yell at me for something you already had.
You know how this works. Okay, so there's that.
You
How
out of
full is your
power yet?
inventory? Would you stop, damn it? I didn't say that, so you try to get us out of here. You don't know how much
Why?
that pisses me off. If you don't want to be
No,
here, fuck the hell off.
that is not why I asked.
Then stop asking, because that's exactly what it sounds like.
Okay, where do you want me to put all this crap?
In this barrel when I make sure it's facing the right direction. Okay, in that barrel.
Now,
This, that, this we're going to take out of here. And we're going to put it down there for the moment. Okay. Now, should be making power. Oh, fuck. I need a. Is there another servo upstairs in that box?
no.
Well, then I need either a servo or another hopper. Servo is cheaper if you can. If we have the redstone, and we should have plenty of redstone. Why don't I do it here instead? Here, up over here. Damn it, man. Why do pipes not... Bad as fucking Greg's pipe. Not being a full block height, so you can't jump off the damn things. Annoying. That come up right here, which is still gonna hit that motherfucker. Place now. We need to go off of there. If it has barrels, if I remember correctly, I have to put the shit in the top because they're just like the old ones. So,
Here.
you. Here, would you take this damn thing? Let me set it. Take that damn thing and whack all these bricks so they'll turn to the polished ones like they're supposed to be. So, here, that like that. You guys should turn on in a second.
There.
Yestrins? Oh, what you said about the crescent hammer? Can you turn it? You can turn it around. Oh, you can flip it and shit. Okay. Well, that's just weird. But okay. Alright. Now I got 2 more of them I need to do. Alright, so now we got 4 flag generators. We'll eventually be making power when these slow ass pipes start filling. And that'll start making us scrap. And use later on. We'll just let it sit there and build up. Forgot to re-enable drums outputting. Well, congratulations, E. If you didn't fix that, then that means that my creosote's not going to run. Oh, because they're already set, they're apparently still going, or are they just filling up in the drums? Yep, they're just filling up in the drums. Yeah, E broke half our power system. Alright, so that's taken care of. That'll get us a bit more power. We need to work on... How are we doing on copper, Crazy?
Why?
Because unless we do a train cart, getting lava up here is going to need a lot of pipes, like 3 or 4 stacks of them.
I thought you were gonna do the cart.
Well, it still has that stupid recipe for the gauge. And I
So
don't
someone
like
can
those
change it.
stupid ass gauges. And I don't think we can make the gauge.
We can,
Recipe.
but
Can
it makes
we?
8. Yeah, we're gonna have 7 sitting around. Yes, I can.
Well, how in the fuck do you get the one that has?
I looked it up.
Yeah, but how do you get the one that's not colored? All I see is the colored versions.
You
Thank
don't.
you,
I looked it
Trins.
up.
Please
What?
change that and take the fucking iron tank gauge out and put in one of E's drums. Even though it's going to be a different amount, I'd much rather it. I'd perfectly fine with using a Buildcraft tank because that's what it should be. It's what it used to be, and it's the right value because they only hold 16. So gonna have to find it. Or no, we've got lava down here. I just had to move the. We just have to get it up there. So you're gonna have to make a bunch of carts in the tank, and the unloader and the loader, or an ass ton of pipes. But I think I would much rather, for right now, you to work on the reactor. And you need aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know I can get from bauxite. Should be ruby, sapphire, emerald, lazurite, sodalite. And let's just go see if we have any bauxite. I need to start processing it anyways. So titanium. Oh, I need to get that other centrifuge hooked up. Don't forget that. Bauxite, bauxite. Now, can I do this? Aha, I can do that. Good. Now I need a translocator. Just gonna put like 10 of them. For aluminum. The shit in here. Oh, okay, Trins. And actually, I have miscellaneous. It came in to me as miscellaneous too, so it might be on the server. It might just not be on my instance for some reason. No, because it would have changed it on mine, right? I'll just re-upload this one you gave me because it might be an old version. change it on my instance here. Go. I'll reload the server. Wait a minute. Can we do the MT reload? Can't remember. Thought you said there was something wrong where you can't do that. Unfortunately, reloading is not possible. Yeah, we can't do it. I just, yeah.
Why not?
Because it doesn't allow it in 1.12. We actually have to restart the fucking server for it to work. But since we're not working on that right now, it doesn't really matter. Just grab that miscellaneous thing he threw in chat.
I already did.
Throw it in your instance.
Already did.
Alright. Now, if I thermal centrifuge this, I'm going to get titanium out of it. So I'm just going to store the bauxite for right now until we get the thermal centrifuge done. I do not want to lose out on that little bit of titanium. Just to get a little bit of extra aluminum. I already did a little bit of them. No, this is sphalerite. Never mind. Alright.
Until you get done where?
Here's your 41 aluminum, crazy. You had 2 aluminum in here.
2, yeah. But I needed 8. Ingot plates.
You need magnesium or aluminum?
Plates. Aluminum plates.
How many?
8.
Alright, I got the aluminum going in the blast furnace for you. And when he does the recipe, the change that he was talking about, or we've been talking about, we're going to be making this stuff. Hot Canthal. But we're going to need a vacuum freezer for that, so we need to get that made next. I'm going to change my mining list here over to multi-block list. That way you know what order we need to get, what we need to do when you don't have something to work on for regular stuff. You can start working on the next multi-block. We're going to need a vacuum freezer. Then we're going to need a explosion compressor. And Trends, have you thought about the implementing the turbine thing? Next will be distillation tower. I think he added that already. Check and make sure. Yeah, distillation tower right there. But we need iridium for that, so we got to deal with that first. Why we need the implosion compressor first. That to make the aluminum, the plates. Now the only thing on this multi-block list that I need anytime soon is the top thing. The other 2 things are way later. Well, not way later, but we need iridium before we worry about the other 2. But the vacuum freezer we will need somewhat soon. before we're going to be able to get to tungsten processing. Let's see. Doing what she's doing, I'm going to get the next centrifuge ready.
What's 8 times 9?
81? 72.
2?
72. 90 minus the number you're multiplying it by. 9 times 10 minus the number you're multiplying it by. So, never mind. I'm not trying to explain it. The way I do it in my head. Let's see. I looked at recently. I would like to do it, but that's going to be complicated. I'm not sure yet how I want to do it. I know I want to exclude maintenance, whatever I do with them, because fuck that dumb maintenance shit. I can't disagree with that. The whole maintenance thing is kind of annoying as fuck. But it'd be really, really nice if we had a multi-block that could put us out ass tons of power other than the reactor. And right now, that's the only real multi-block we have for power. Change the cost for getting hydrogen. I seen that you made the make it cost a little bit more for the carrots. It's now 36 instead of 25. But that's perfectly fine. It's still giving me a gain, so I'm bitching. Now, this is one that I like to do, but this one I have to get me a rubber tree farm for. And I can't do rubber trees in the industrial one. I'd have to use forestry for that. I like to do that one because it gives me carbon and methane. And plant balls, which I can use to get more methane. Where is E? You're going to change this. Is the tank is only for input, right? For centrifuging fuels. So we're still going to have the mercury glass tube thing as the output, right? So I can start this now. Because I noticed you do have a tank in here and you said you had done it, but this is input, not output, right? Okay. So then I need to get redstone coming in through the top. Have the output coming down here. And I'm going to have Crazy do something she's going to love. Have you make me a second industrial grinder so I can put it on the other side there, and it's going to be just for redstone.
Nope.
Put that bitch on this face right here. Run the redstone down there. And then we're going to have Crazy make another one that's going to go on this face, which is going to have the mercury in it.
Well, we don't need aluminum anymore.
No, I bet you don't. Not with all that fucking bauxite I'm processing. Just wait until I actually electrolyze all that shit. Then you're really not going to need it. here. Centrifuge. Here. Acid bauxite recipe. Well, yes and no. It's not only for mercury production, it's also for I want the chrome. That's the main purpose. The mercury is a byproduct that, yes, I will be using, but it's not the primary reason for it. All right, and then we're going to put a translocator there to pull the things out of. Boxes, some barrels. Let me go get wood. Why you didn't do the acid recipe? Because I don't have a chemical reactor yet to make acid. Because I didn't know there was a chemical acid recipe. I was just getting her some aluminum. Yeah, that would have gave me titanium. Yeah, well, I don't have a chemical reactor yet to make it. And oh, your chemical reactor doesn't have a tank. Damn it. Yeah, I got to get a chemical reactor made for that. Holy crap. Stand in your ear yelling?
No.
I'll do a whole lot more bauxite. That's the problem with this being somewhat similar to something I already know. Don't always look at the recipes. But again, I just need to get crazy some aluminum. No, that's going to mean it's going to be all four faces of my grinder. Damn. So, E, other than the pipeline, what else did you add this time? Not like you lost out on a lot of aluminum. Oh, I ate it. No, I lost out on a bunch of titanium. Get extra aluminum too? Yeah, I don't get extra aluminum. It's the titanium I lost out on. A bunch of it. That's fine. I'll get plenty more. I do believe you're going to have to mute for a little bit.
Can you hear that?
Oh, yeah. Sounds like it's right next to you. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Fuck off and die. Hey, it's finally done. All that in there. Throw these stupid apples in there. And now let's make some barrels. That'll be enough for now. Alright, so let's see here. Translocator will go there. The shit has to go in the top. It has barrel. Let's just put there. That like that. Alright, so I have the translocator. Well, damn it. Guess I'm not going to use a translocator because translocator can't connect to these pipes. I have to use a fucking chest. So, better off just using a damn hopper. That thing's going to go pretty damn slow. Really need a hopper recipe that uses refined iron, damn it. Really annoying. I thought we had a way of using ash or something to clean the iron back. Fuck, this is annoying. Hopper. I looked, I couldn't find that recipe. Oh, fuck, it is in there. Dude, I swear fuck off. I swear I looked at that recipe 100 times. Could not find it. So now let's adjust shit just a little bit here. Should be able to this. Yeah. Hopefully that went the right way. Look. So let's check and make sure. What the fuck you throwing shit for? Throwing shit. Air. Out. A little less pipe. Then we will make a transformer for there to come down and bring power down here to these. is. Transformer added to list. Alright, there's that. Must already got her aluminum. Iron is done processing. Any extra... That's slag, damn it. I don't want slag. Put them in there so we can make some carbon. She can make some more steel in there if she needs to. Chest. That right there. And throw the refined iron in there. Didn't you check the hopper recipe? Hi Jake, and thanks for subscribing. Sure. Hopper, iron chest, steel chest, or iron plate and wrench, or bronze, or aluminum. Or apparently electrum, because that's just weird as shit. Or platinum, even more fucking weird. Now nickel, I'll go with that. But apparently you didn't remove these two recipes, Trends. Because we've been making all of our hoppers this way as far as I know. At least I've been making them that way. I don't know how she's been making hers. That's how I've been doing them. Alright, now what was my other centrifuge for? Don't remember what I had it for. Plenty of bauxite, and she's got plenty of fucking aluminum. Now, I have to have an energy acceptor for you, don't I? You won't hook directly up to this, will you? Looks like it will, but it doesn't say... Now, is it silicon plates? Ingot, did I need in the inscriber? Ingot, okay. I want to make a terminal. ME crafting terminal. Means I need this one, which is the Certus one. I think it was that one. One of these. Okay, done for the night. They are not going to stop. I am waiting on steel. Okay. I'll play around with ME shit for a little bit. Doesn't have to be a pure one, does it? Oh shit, it does have to be a pure one. You motherfucker. So I actually gotta breed this damn thing. Oh, that's why I hate this shit. Alright, well then I'm not gonna make these fucking things right now because I'm not making that stupid thing that Junior always makes. I don't even know if we have it in here that accelerates it. I'll just do it off screen when I'm bored. I'll come in here and make a bunch of seeds and sit there and stare at them in the fucking water. Fuck with that shit. Now I also want to get another macerator added to this list. I need the fast one. What the fuck is the fast one even called? Rotary. That's what it's called. I always forget. That way I can put cobble in it. Well, with her being done for the night, other than going mining, I ain't got shit to do. I'll have to see if I can get her ass on here tomorrow during the day. We're not streaming to get some shit done. Got steel in both of these, so I'll just throw this down here. You could get Trins to add a recipe to grow the AE crystals in a machine. Recipe to grow it in an autoclave. Yeah, but I don't know of a machine that we have that would make sense for it. And I don't want him to just throw it into a random machine for weird fucking reasons. Alright, there's that. Alright, so I guess I'm out for the night since she's done and I don't have a whole lot more to do. Got my redstone about ready so we can start getting some chrome. Should have plenty of power making ability now. It's my reactor at least. So, yeah. I'm out of here. Anybody that's watching over on the Twitch side, I'm going to do a raid thing because I haven't been able to do one in a while. So, tell Omni I said hi when you get there. And we're going to be out of here.